Have you ever been back to a place that once stole your soul? We have. But will it still be as raw and unforgettable? Or will returning make it lose its magic? We began our journey at the impressive river of Tennevoll to relax and enjoy a refreshing walk. But the climb was steep and the trails were muddy. The incredible views of the surrounding landscape made it all worthwhile. Yet, with the horseflies, we pack and hit the road driving further north.
We are here in Tromso. This is the most northern point of our journey, and later tonight or tomorrow we will go more south, direction Senja. Tromso is a lovely place, it's just that they didn't give us the great weather, so some troll somewhere up the hills must hate us. So we hope for better weather soon, but it's not raining.
Exploring Tromso's lovely downtown with its colorful wooden buildings and stunning natural surroundings is enjoyable for us, even without the snow and ice. Famous for the northern lights, the city is also a summer gem and was surprisingly not crowded during our mid-July visit. We set up camp on the next island, the Valoya, home to many beautiful fjords and mountains. The next day, we are all set to catch our ferry.
What do you say about the weather?
It's like a Scottish weather, but as long as you have proper clothing, jackets, you should be fine. It will be epic.
We fell in love at first sight with Senja. The fjords, mountains, and charming villages gave us a chill, peaceful, and rural ambience. Walking along the wonderful coast, we admired the solitude and barely encountered anyone. This island offers a wealth of sights, being the route of the fjords. Upon reaching Leirfjord 2 hours before the ferry to Andenes, we encountered a long queue. Unable to board, we skipped Andoya and took the scenic forest road back. Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, it did.
So today we finished everything, cooking, dinner, and then we were ready to go to bed. And then what happened?
I was in bed, and then a guy with a high visibility vest and a gun was there.
I was a bit scared. Like, I was thinking already back in my country, okay, someone with a gun coming to us, this must not be good.
And he was kind of confused, you know, he wear a camouflage and then a high visibility vest. This guy needed to decide, do I want to stay stealth or do I want to be obvious? And they had a gun, and then they came to us, a rifle, like an M16, and then they said like, yeah, good evening, who are you and what are you doing here? Do you know that you're in the middle of a military zone? Like, no. Yeah.
They ask for our IDs, and then they ask what time we arrived there, and then when do we plan to leave. So we were urgently need to leave. I cannot leave tomorrow anymore.
So they accompanied us out to another camp spot, which they proposed to us right next to a lake.
The next day, we left our Lakeview camp, and Nussfjorden in Svolvær welcomed us to a panoramic view of the chapel in South Polynesian Peninsula, capturing the raw beauty of the Lofoten Islands. But Svolvær is the only place that gives us a unique vibe of an old fishing village in town. From the downtown harbor, we crossed the bridge to Svolvær, or Pig Island, and from the top, enjoyed spectacular views of the red fisherman cabins, fjords, and mountains. Our next stop is the fishing village of Henningsvaer. Imagine a gorgeous football field, nestled between the sea and mountains, an incredible sight. This island truly captivated us. We settled into the village of Valberg for the night. The next morning greeted us with the sight of sheep and cheerful sunshine, creating the ideal atmosphere for our morning routine. The warm weather was perfect, and we kicked things off by finally washing all our clothes from the past 2 weeks. With the sun shining, I prepared our lunch and fixed my slippers while Thomas got the kayak ready. So my slipper was broken, so I'm fixing it using a small nails, make a hole so it holds up. Paddling alongside majestic mountains, listening to wildlife felt magical.
So I'm here in the Lofoten nearby Fredvang, kayaking in my pack raft. That's why the video is a little shaky. Flower was just flying her drone, and you can see the weather is absolutely stunning. While I just was on the phone with the MRS guy from the kayak shop, because this kayak doesn't have a fin. My pack raft lost its fin, probably while repacking the cars. It's a little dangerous to paddle far out in the sea without the fin, because the wind would just drag you off. You can feel it now. I was close to the shore before and now I'm already blown away. But it's really awesome out here. Look at this weather, look at the sky, look at the mountains. This is just a piece of paradise. So there we see Flower kayaking. She drives the Nomad too. That's the slightly bigger model. She has a fin. The temperature of the water is perfect. The weather is perfect. And I think she's enjoying it too. How is it?
It's good.
When I found out the water temperature was 20 degrees Celsius, I couldn't resist diving into the sea. We take pleasure in the midnight sun hidden by clouds before wrapping up our day. The following day was just as epic, with fantastic weather, as we explored Nussfjord. As we walk along the wooden boardwalks, the occasional scent of cod filled the air, but it left us with magical memories. After preparing our dirty panda, we drove further to catch the ferry to the next island. But we couldn't resist stopping in the nearby village for a cinnamon tasting.
It's dark, so it's right.
How's this place called with only one letter?
Oh. So this is the special roll, and we have vanilla and we have traditional. So we're gonna start in the traditional.
Which is on the bottom of the bag. That's when we start with the tradition.
Here. So now we're going to the special roll. We want something kind of comfy or something. We're gonna go to the vanilla.
Finally.
I like the vanilla. I should have bought more. Which one is your favorite
Of these two,
of these three?
there's only two. The third one is not around.
Thomas clearly loves the vanilla cinnamon roll, and with that in mind, we arrive at our destination. Vaeroy is a remote island, yet we adore the dramatic cliffs, the wonderful route, the sound of wildlife, and the gorgeous beach. Very picky bird prefers ham than salami.
That's how we are.
Salami is still a lot. Just when we thought everything was a fairy tale, this happened.
How are you feeling?
Still feeling bad.
Why?
I think I'm getting sick. My eyes are like going out and body pain. So I had curry with rice, and Thomas had a, what was that? A Swiss food.
Usually not our style to cook quick food, but if it's so windy, boiling water outside is almost impossible, so cooking inside is
The last resort.
yeah, so we just boiled water inside, which is fine.
And then we had soup. This was the emergency food. And now we're having tea, and then I'm drinking new citron.
When we thought nothing could get worse, it did.
So where are we here?
We are in the camping of Vaeroy.
What happened?
The police kick us out at 2200, exactly after our dinner. So this is the second time we were kicked out in Norway. He says there is no camping allowed written, but there wasn't. But we just left anyway, because he's the police.
Was he friendly?
He wasn't friendly. He was just like, hello, police.
The next day appeared with a fresh start, and we were all set to catch our ferry. The tall, rugged mountains from the sea, and those one-of-a-kind blue waters will forever captivate our hearts. We'll carry those memories with us to our next destination. We came to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Land Rover Norway. We connected with fellow Land Rover enthusiasts, admired their remarkable car build.
This is my 90. This is my kitchen area, my 2-hob stove. All my cleaning and kitchen utensils are in here. Pans, cups, plates. This is my 25 litre fridge, Dometic fridge, with a DFG off-road tilt and slide from America. Perfect solution for everything. I've got 2 20 litre water tanks with hoses, food, gin and tonic, most important.
I didn't even have any gin and tonic before.
Nice and cosy, perfect, sleep perfectly every night.
I won't apologise for the fact that I did book one night in a 5-star hotel in the Schwarzwald on the way home.
The flag isn't normally there. Disconnect these and the hose goes on up to the tent. and fuel tank there. North box toilet, compost toilet, which is perfect also if you don't want to go digging holes, because I do have a shovel in the back as well. And yeah, this is my 90.
A fellow Land Rover owner even found time to repair our camping stove. But with temperatures surpassing those in Lofoten, we savored delicious ice cream and took some time to relax before dinner. The following day was exciting to watch the games, where every car had to drive in reverse without crossing the line and remove packs of wood from the vehicle.
Så dere skal kjøre en pil per ballong, og bilen må være i fart.
Ja.
Og pilen, og det er fra begge sider.
Begge sider, ja.
Av bilen, der har du 4. Her bare at du får de gule, og så får du 2 der. Ja.
After watching a few games hidden in the bushes, it was time for us to tackle our own challenges.
Inn i min telefon på appen her, og så ser jeg her at du kan legge inn flere e-poster og telefoner, så kan jeg se om det funker.
Ja, kan du prøve det?
Ja.
Så sitter jeg klar her og venter
Ja.
på.
And then du har fått en bekreftelseskode, står det. Eller så bekreftelseskode, Thomas, is this your email?
Yeah, so,
Yeah. So
okay.
now you got that on your phone.
We got it. Thank you very much. Thanks to this lovely lady before. She registered our number and we got the package with the hopefully right fin inside. I forgot to put the fin together with the rest of the kayak, and then when we repacked the whole Dirty Panda thing, we left the fin somewhere else in the Dark Zebra. So luckily there is AS Rodrik, which is the official dealer of MRS products, and he told me, yeah, no problem, I can send you a fin, and I can send it express, and I can send it to Bodo, or I can send it up to Fauske. So he did, and it arrived here, and yesterday we were at this automat. We couldn't open it, because unfortunately we didn't have a Norwegian number. But now we did, that's the fin.
Rognan, with its natural beauty and charming small town, had been an incredible stop. But after 5 days, it was time to get back on the road and continue our adventure with Lisa and Ivan from Rover and Beyond. We visited Saltstraumen, the world's biggest whirlpool. What amazed me was how much the bridge added to the experience, making Saltstraumen even more remarkable. The sunny days never failed to put a smile on my face. We ended up spending the night just 3 hours south of Rognan.
This is the mosquito shield, it's not cold enough. But I like to see them coming, so when they make zzz,
That
I
looks
can...
perfect, sweet.
Having
The
here
fact that you can smell the red wine
Bourguignon
from here, it
and
means it's
Henley.
Is
good.
there a smaller meat piece? Because I got a mushroom, unfortunately. Yeah,
Oh,
this is
sorry. Don't you
Maybe.
like mushrooms either?
Yeah, you know, it's delicate, you know.
The weather was quite warm the next day, so I couldn't resist not taking another swim on the next island. We hiked through the famous hole in Torghatten. Standing there, taking in the stunning landscape, was incredible. But I was out of breath by the time I got up and I collapsed.
How is it so far?
I love Torghatten.
It's great.
It's really stunning. It's
And-
one of the tourist traps really worth.
And how's the way up here so far?
Not back pain.
It's really easy.
Because you have your training.
After I was back on my feet, we walked down the same route. After what happened, I still managed to prepare pizza for tonight's menu. Nearby, we found a camp with a magical atmosphere. While Lisa was fishing, and the guys were as supportive as ever.
You know what they say in Norway? Shit fiske. What are you cooking here?
Pizza,
Is that cooking or baking?
baking.
And why are you putting some stuff on top here?
So it's also cooked on top, not just below.
Is that
bottom.
important?
It's important.
So you have experience doing this?
Like this, yeah.
The next morning, after breakfast, we set off again. We celebrated our third night of camping together with raclette cheese. Great conversations and, of course, awesome scenery that just got better the next day. Okay, this isn't off the beaten path, but it's worth visiting the outside of Nidaros Cathedral in Trondheim.
They want money to visit God in there. So I'm seeing how much money they want. You like it?
It's nice, but it's quite touristic. Then I don't find it worth to go inside the cathedral.
As we walked nearby, we saw countless epic views, and it didn't take long to find the perfect spot for the night. The next morning was just as epic. On our journey further south, we discovered the charming beauty of Aure. The lovely routes and good-looking forest exceeded all our expectations. The next day, we experienced our first rain since arriving in Norway. We said goodbye as Lisa and Ivan headed off to meet a friend near Bergen. We continued our adventure by admiring the views of water mirrors and pathways overlooking the steep mountains of Trollstigen. But clouds and fog limited our view to the Stigdosen waterfall, cascading down the mountainside.
How do you like Trollstigen?
It's good. It's good because last 3 years ago we didn't come here in this area in Trollstigen. We just passed it and now we did.
Our exploration of Norway's beauty is far from over as we continue our journey. After we soak all in the beauty of the Leirfjord, we admired the picturesque drive to Bratland, exploring remote tracks and mind-blowing routes just for ourselves. The next morning, I flew my drone early, which was worthwhile as the weather changed and we hit the road. Lovatnet welcomed us with its bright green waters, surrounded by high cliffs, perfect for kayaking.
Any last words?
Kayaking.
It was a great way to experience the breathtaking lake from a different perspective.
Actually, it's not too hot to kayak, and of course you see the proper attire with the Norway hut, how it should be. I can really recommend kayaking here.
After enjoying the full Lovatnet experience, we headed to Hustedalsbreen National Park, where the massive Hustedal Glacier covers almost half of the area. And of course, when opportunity knocks, we take it.
What are you doing?
We are getting water from this little creek, which for sure has no cows on top, because the only thing up there is stones and glacier.
Our videos didn't capture equal justice to this beautiful landscape, but it left us speechless.
You like it?
Yes, I like it.
We settled within the village of Lake Lovatnet for the night.
What are we having here?
Tagliatelle alla crema con entrecôte.
Pausing from our scenic drive, we took a short break in this beautiful landscape, paired with a good coffee. As we arrive in the Gaular mountain area, we couldn't help but stop at Valstadfossen waterfall. It felt like nature's own water park. Later, we discovered the powerful and untamed Lake Follafossen waterfall, where we felt Mother Nature's force up close. It was quite special for us to see the water cascading over the rocks. Despite so many beautiful landscapes, I was exhausted and found a camp in front of a charming lake and mountains.
What are you cooking?
Chicken haricot with egg. Enjoy! The next day, we enjoyed the panoramic views of the mountain peaks and the hairpin bends from the top of the mountain viewpoint before catching our ferry.
So over there is this famous hotel. Yeah, the small little dot.
We're in Hela.
And where are we going?
To Vangsnes.
And where are we coming from?
Dragsvik.
Which is next to?
With my frequent yawns ahead of us, we slowly returned to Dirty Panda.
Someone is very serious.
Yeah, because now we are in Hella, so we have to drive out to 180 turn and come back into the ferry. This is very famous. There's a YouTube video where a German guy comes honking because the ferry is leaving, and then he's saying in Norwegian like I don't speak that good Norwegian, but I think some words that are not in the vocabulary.
We reached the Lærdal Tunnel, where the calming blue lights created an ideal atmosphere for us. But nothing compares to the sight of the Hardanger Bridge, framed by mountain peaks.
Nice architecture, and we are the only one here. You see the Dirty Panda there outside.
Alcohol-free beer with lemon. It's not so bad.
We explored the off-road tracks in the mountain, enjoying a misty panoramic view of Merkdalen and its surroundings. The Netflix series Ragnarok brought us back to Odda. Although we didn't go back to Odda Grill and Restaurant, we appreciate the town's real-life landscape. As it was slowly getting late, we drove from the fjord to the mountain pass of Roldalsfjellet. The climb, changing scenery, the twisty road, all spectacular. We then set up camp and call it a day. The next morning, the ship seemed eager for us to move on, so we left. Despite potential summer crowds, we wanted to experience the beauty above the Leirfjord and visit the Mission Impossible Fallout filming location at Preikestolen. How are you feeling?
Exhausted? Was a long hike up here. Look at the view. So, I'm exhausted. We are here on top of Preikestolen, which is 4.5 kilometers walk, which is not that far, but it also goes up a lot. And there are lots of tourists, but it's nice up here, with a nice view. A lot of midgets, but they only go to the sweaty tourists, so don't sweat.
As the rain started, we slowly walked back to Dirty Panda. We returned to one of our favorite camping spots 3 years ago.
We just stopped here on the Lisboten Wegen on a lovely camp spot we used in 2022 with the dark zebra and the rooftop tent. It is a quiet spot because the road is a dead end, so usually at night there's not a lot of traffic. There's phone reception, which saves us some energy for the Starlink. We have our own lake, this little river here, and some neighbors from Belgium, Germany and Norway. There are a little bit of sheep around, yeah, but it's lovely. So what was your highlight of this trip?
That we went to Preikestolen. It was a good experience.
It was yesterday and my body doesn't think that way.
Yeah, you need to be really fit because it's really uphill, even though if it's only 604 meters above sea level. But if your stamina is very low, then maybe you shouldn't do it because someone had an accident going down.
So what she's saying, I'm fat. It's really nice to go up there. I can recommend it. My highlight was the Lovatnet valley with the 3 glaciers at the end and all the waterfalls.
I remembered we were not talking, we were just sitting next to each other and like for 5 minutes just watching the glacier and the mountains and trees. It was very solemn.
We savored the whole outdoor ambience that the place could offer, but
Enjoy! Thanks, Flower, for cooking.
Now suddenly we are eating inside because it's raining outside.
Suddenly, I said let's eat outside.
We have a marquise and suddenly the rain didn't cooperate. It was so windy.
It was horizontal rain. But Indian food is awesome. So, for all our Indian friends like Kamalesh and Prashant and Amit and whoever else, Roshni, thank you very much for introducing us to Indian food. We are eating Indian food without knowing what Indian food is because we have rice, meat and no naan. Imagine Indian food with no naan.
We woke up to Norway's morning sound, and with warm kisses from the sunshine, we prepared our breakfast. We were again impressed by the Leirfjord road on our way down to Leirfjord. I mean, who wouldn't? Having taken the ferry 3 years ago, we were just happy to spend hours watching it depart from Lisboten, surrounded by the stunning fjord and high mountains. And our enthusiasm for Norway's beauty remained strong as we drove on. We arrived at the cozy and historic Lock in Lunde, Telemark, feeling like we were traveling through time. Observing the canal's water elevator in action was a spectacular sight. As we approached the end of our journey, we remembered the scenic routes through Senja, Lofoten and Lisboten, among others. We also enjoyed hikes at Torghatten and Preikestolen, along with kayaking and swimming in Lofoten and Lake Lovatnet. It was magical. So, I have to ask you, where is the place you wanna return to for another adventure? I hope you don't let it pass by, as life is too short and there's plenty of time to be dead.